Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beautiful Boys, or should we say The Beautiful Bots?
Beautiful Bots.
This is a fantastic episode. We have a recent father, Graham K., very funny Canadian and comedian.
Who is out to sea. I mean, the guy
you gotta
is
see the look in
exhausted.
his eyes.
He's cobbling together every last shred of energy and attention he could possibly pay us. And that's how we liked it. We wanted somebody fresh, brand new in the beginning of this stuff. And I think even like outside of all the things he told us, just in pure vibe,
You get it.
You're a more educated person.
If you're about
after
to have
this
a kid,
episode.
watch that episode because you're going to see what your face is going to look like in 2 months. I am going to be at the Coastal Creative in St. Pete this weekend. And then I'm not going to tell you any dates after this because I want everybody, if you are in the tri-state area, if you can get out there, I need you to come to my special taping at the Bell House May 30th, 9:30 p.m. Yes. Special guests will be there. And I need bodies and seats.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Thanks, buddy.
I just looked. I'm going.
All right. Maybe Mike will do a set.
Either way, I'm going to be there as a supportive pal. So if it has ever been your dream to meet the beautiful boys in the exact same room, we are going to be convening at Andy's special.
I'm really proud of the hour, but maybe it'll go off the rails and we'll just end up doing a live episode with a $20,000 budget.
That would be awesome. Oh man,
Mike, where are you going to be,
buddy? MikeCannonComedy.com. I'm going to be at Andy's special taping. Very excited about that. May 30th. Not performing, just there as a friend. Bell House, Brooklyn, get there. For all my dates, MikeCannonComedy.com. I'm going to be in Boston, coming back. I'm shipping back up to July 12th. 2 shows at Laugh Boston. That's right, not a weekend. 2 shows on a Friday. Let's sell these goddamn out because I did very well there last time I was there, so I'm looking forward to proving myself yet again. I'm going to be routing that with some New England stuff as well. All my dates, MikeCannonComedy.com. And check out the YouTube. We got a bunch of stuff coming out on that. Just did the 420 special. We have the documentary, the now award-nominated or festival-accepted documentary. I think it just kicked in. Big Apple Comedy Fest.
Congratulations.
Yeah, brother. Streaming today. I can't see it because we're recording. But check that out. I think it just kicked in and a ton of other stuff. And let's get into it. Nicole, do you have anything to promote? Do we ever ask you that?
No, and that's okay.
Sometimes
Andy's
we do.
special taping at the Bell House.
May 30th.
May 30th. I'm going to go too.
In Brooklyn.
I'll be there.
I'm going to make you guys sit in the audience.
Front row.
We're going to need that many seats.
Front row.
Bring your families. Bring your dogs. Bring dummies if you have them. If you have those dummies that you put in your car seat so you can drive in the HOV lane, bring those as well.
Dude, that would be so sick if your special could look like the stands in like the NBA bubble.
Yeah.
Like just Zoom screens and then a cutout.
People with cancer that's so bad they can't be in public. Just a bunch of bald people delayed laughing.
Half an eyebrow just hanging on for dear life.
But enjoy the episode. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
And also, Victor Wembanyama is who Jaylen Brown thinks he is. Right. Like, Jaylen Brown, there's this rumor that he's intelligent, and he's been just fucking skiing down that mountain for the last 10 years. Right. And he's literally, there's never been even a breadcrumb of evidence to support the rumor.
Only the opposite.
Yeah. You could pop that up. We start just kind of gradually.
We start cold.
We just head in.
Yeah, just grab that mic.
Oh, we're doing it now.
Yeah.
So I've been off mic.
Yeah.
Put on as well.
A little bit.
I'm thinking of being a glasses comedian.
I like it.
What do you think?
You haven't
I
been?
wish I had glasses.
I thought you were this whole time.
I take them off.
Oh.
I do too, dude.
I didn't wear glasses outside until the pandemic, and then the screen, whatever. I started to need glasses. So then I would wear them out and about, but then
I like your Dahmer glasses that you used to wear.
These are the same ones.
But they just had metal frames. You had a metal frame?
I had those ones too.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, these are the thicker. I have these as well. These are those are like the old dad glasses where you get to. You're like, I don't really.
Yeah.
These are just for function, but meanwhile they're very fashionable.
Because I'm not a black kid at prom, I won't do it. But I do want the just glasses because I don't need glasses.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you remember
that when kids used to wear glasses to prom? They were like.
Do you remember the NBA in 2010 when
course.
LeBron James,
Yeah.
D Wade, all those guys would like go up dressed like Urkel? It was the most hilarious fashion trend.
Yeah, and then
All right, plug your dates.
I got June 5th and 6th in Ottawa.
What,
Hey, everybody, we have
Yeah, go ahead.
Graham K on the pod today. New father, new dad.
Brand fresh dad.
New dad, old body.
Yep.
Old man.
Hey, got the same thing going on.
You're like, this satin jacket came with the hospital visit.
It is kind of awesome.
To
You
me.
do have like you're starting to like embody like an Ontario 70s dad.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I saw a picture of my dad, and it'll take me too long to pull it up, but there's a picture that I have of my dad where he looks exactly like me, and he's dressed he has the same mustache now. This wasn't intentional. Same glasses. Same hairline.
Yeah.
Same like skinny body, little bit of a pot belly.
That happened to me recently. Like I was like,
Was he a bowler?
No.
Because you look like you're about to take a big swig of beer from a clear plastic cup, potentially ash your Marbread into one of the ball holes, and then put your hole right in after.
God, doesn't it just?
And how does the ball go?
Oh, you hit it.
Yeah, you're fucking
you
Strike
are
City.
You're touching 300 every time, buddy.
Yeah.
It's getting close.
Doesn't that seem so appealing? Even though I don't want to drink, but like having like a beer in a bowling alley with a smoke. Oh God.
I just wish those jobs
Put it in my
could
veins.
sustain a
Yeah.
life. Even
I'm not even talking about a job. I'm talking about Tuesday nights with the boys.
Yeah, what job is drinking beer?
well, that's what I mean. Is like, back in the day, there would be jobs like that where you could scrape by
Shane Gillis. That's a
you know,
job.
like on
drinking beer.
a tough, low level existence. But you could have your apartment, you could have TV, you could have your beer, TV dinners, whatever. But you could literally make a living being a jockey at a bowling alley or something like that. And now,
Yes.
that won't pay for your
they
condoms.
had like tennis pros.
Yeah, but tennis pro. I mean, of course, that's what you say. But I'm talking about like
I don't play tennis.
I know, but you look like it.
I know.
You look like you
It's so
run
funny
a
because
racket.
I really am like the talented Mr. Ripley. Like I never played tennis. I'm not good at golf, like any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I definitely like act as if
if
you
you
know?
showed up,
the
to a country
IPO
club,
is strong. You know?
yeah.
yeah, I feel that.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something to you, and then I forgot.
When I met
it.
you, I just assumed we met in L.A. or we started hanging out in L.A. and I just assumed you were very, very rich.
Yeah, it's I think it's a cunty middle class thing that my family tried to do, like where we like tried to be like urbane and like sophisticated, and none of us. I mean, my uncle's like an old queer, so
Everyone just landed on autism.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? No, the other day I was realizing this thing about my dad. Like my dad's like I always got so annoyed whenever we went somewhere. He would grab like all the brochures. You know how like in hotels there's that brochure thing. He would grab everyone that was interesting to him and bring them back to the room. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Dad, every time. And then like the other day I catch myself like I was in the hotel and I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, Tallahassee
yeah.
has a great adventure too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just becoming our dads.
What am I
Although
gonna-
you're not becoming your dad.
No, I would be gone.
You're
by
the
now.
first one to break the
Yeah, I mean, I have elements of
Is
it for
he
sure.
dead or did he leave?
No, he's back now, but
Oh, good.
there's been a time where
Yeah.
he was active 1 through 4, very good, violent 4 through 20, and then we had a nice little break, and now he's back as a defanged, declawed street cat that has faced nightmares and is now back in the house to gain warmth.
Okay.
Yeah. I love
Well, it's the only way you can heal is if you let him back in.
That's right.
It's the only way to
And
break
he's back
the
in.
cycle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I meant to say.
So wait,
Break
your
the cycle.
your baby is 4 weeks old.
Yes.
So you're literally this
Wait,
is
4 weeks?
8 weeks.
Yeah, 8 weeks. That's totally
Double that.
excusable.
Yeah.
At
I've only
8
been
weeks,
around
you
for
don't know
4,
what
you know what
time
I
it
mean?
is.
hell yeah.
No, I probably been gone a week though total for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 days, 6 days total.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when my
Yeah.
first son was born, there was I gave like 2 weeks on each side to try to my best, but as comics, if you don't work, you're just losing money.
I took 9 weeks off, and
did.
and it's like, yeah. And then now I'm like, whoa, I'm looking at the bank account. I'm like, why isn't there more in there? I'm like, right.
Oh, yes, I have not added to it.
Plus, a baby costs a lot of money in America.
It
As a
sure
Canadian,
does.
you just don't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it, and then they're like, well, this is going to be, and we have insurance
Yeah,
and expensive insurance,
right.
and then it's still like $9,000 to have a baby.
Yeah, I think you just look at those, laugh, and then throw them away and never think about it again.
No one pays them.
I don't think so. That's what I've been
That's good.
told. However, our current president has reattached our medical bills to our credit score. So,
He has?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Recently.
That's
very
bad.
recently.
It sure
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, he also
Shoot.
I think
Oh no.
This is like Chris D'Elia finding out
Yeah.
Snapchat doesn't delete messages.
you know I had that moment. I had that moment was when that guy called and said that his wife that made less money than him had to pay child support. If you go to that clip, I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh no. Oh no, I thought I was rich.
Oh, dude, that is a good D'Elia.
Yeah.
That was like not bad.
Dude, I found out I did like an ad for this thing that Doug does Stately. You know, and I was like stoked. I was like,
Doug Smith, former
Doug
guest.
Smith. And viral clip Doug Smith.
Nice.
No, on the Family Curse one.
I'm like, nice, good for him.
Sorry, Graham. We'll catch you up. But I found out that D'Elia is the face of Staley.
He is.
Yeah, and I
What's
was like,
Staley?
It's like one of those boxes.
Well,
you
it's
subscribe to.
the age of
He's
consent
still-
from state to state.
Yeah. It's an app.
It's a database.
It's an app that tells you if you're
You just open it when you get to a new state.
15.
It says thumbs up.
Yes!
Thumbs down. Yeah.
America's still America someplace.
You set what you want, and then when you land, it goes thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Whatever age you want, you can set it.
14. He's like in
State.
West Virginia, New Mexico, and Samoa.
Yeah, he's like, that's good.
That's good.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So how you holding up? 8 weeks in.
I'm not holding up well.
No.
I can honestly say that I'm not doing great. I knew there were some people, another couple comics I talked to recently who are about to have children, and they asked me for advice. And I can honestly say, 2 months in, I have zero advice. I don't know what to do. I have nothing to tell you. Just I will say when your child opens their eyes and looks at you, you do see God. I'm not a religious person, but the universe makes a little more sense, and that's it. Everything else is very, very bad.
Yeah. Well, you're also in you're plumb in the middle of dad having kind of zero role besides production assistant.
Yeah.
You know, like your child just opened their eyes, so that's great. Like that's your first bit of
you guys-
reward.
We're bottle feeding, so
Oh.
we're
Are you doing formula?
formula. Yeah.
Oh, that is so clutch.
Yep. Yeah.
So clutch.
That's good. We can help
You
each
can
other out.
you can mean something.
We can help.
No, I know it is. It's just
we can help each other out seamlessly.
No, but that 2 months is still that thing where you're like, you're not out of the woods of like, it's just scary.
You barely entered the woods.
Yeah, but they're so vulnerable for those
Sorry.
first 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, I know.
That your anxiety.
you literally just carved a walking stick, and you're excited to still be in the woods. Your woods have just began.
Well, I know that, and it's going to last for another 20 years, and I understand that. But I will. One of the interesting things about becoming a new parent is that every single parent, dads especially, will walk into a room and tell you the opposite of the last one. No one will tell you the same thing, and everyone is adamant. Like every dad that I talk to is recently I just did a comedy festival in Canada, and they were like 2 months, and I wasn't complaining. I mean, I'm not going to go complain. My life is very good. My home situation is very good. I'm very lucky, but they're like 2 months, huh? Whew. It's going to get better. They would just say it's going. This is the word. It's going to get better. But you are telling me it is only going to get worse.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It only gets harder. The worse is not even in the equation to me.
Okay.
I don't think any of this is bad. I think some of it gets hard, but but also the reward gets better.
Okay.
So the harder it gets, the more the good stuff comes back at you, which actually motivates you to continue.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like right now, I'm just saying that you're plumb in the middle of like, it's not thankless because the child is here. You're excited about that. But in terms of interpersonal like connection, it's slightly thankless because the child, because the woman grew it. There's more of a connection. So you're like establishing this thing.
Sure, I
You're
understand
starting
that.
from zero.
And
They're
people-
already starting from knowing each other.
Yeah, people did tell me that.
Yeah.
and that I mean, but there is something like he's looking at me and smiling now a little bit, and it's pretty. It rules. It's really nice.
Have people destroyed your life by being like, "That's just a muscle reaction. It means nothing. He doesn't care about you."
in the beginning, which I understood, I knew it was farts or whatever, but now it is kind of getting a little real.
Yeah.
Like the smiles are real.
He's been like, "Dad."
Yeah.
He's pointing at
Dad.
him.
I don't really. I don't have any
I don't respect you,
negative. I don't have any negative memories from that time. Like the only thing that I can think of, even though like there was hell and there was nights where it was like she was colicky or whatever, and like just stayed up or just like blew out like 9 diapers in a row. But the only time I can remember really being freaked out or like it really being hard was she got impetigo right after that Florida festival that we all went to.
Yeah.
And
Man, that was a hard festival on all of us.
all of us, yeah.
All of
But
us
she
at the
looked.
You brought your baby to a comedy festival?
It was a mistake.
I actually came across a picture of Andy and I pushing our strollers together at the aquarium in Tampa, and I was like, "Look at us! That was our first hang before we knew we'd be business partners."
Yeah, Catherine Blanford and Ian Fidance were like smoking meth in the background.
Yes. Yes.
But
Ian had a screwdriver trying to break the tank.
You could sell these fish. You could sell these fish and buy smack.
but I entered some kind of delirium, and I also had this rare kind of situation where I was the stay-at-home dad. So I was on dad duty, and I kind of didn't have anything to do all day except like the one big bundle the baby up because she was 3 months in the middle of January. So it was like, that was my one big thing a day was like, get her ready to go outside, go for a walk or whatever like that. And then the rest of the day, it was just like kind of, basketball shorts and, just hanging out, watching TV.
Were you not like doing any stand-up or you were taking a break?
I got like, I think maybe I did one spot every 10 days or one spot every 2 weeks or something like that. Like I got one paid gig like maybe 10 days after she was born.
You never really talk about that because when you explain it like that, that must have fucked you up in terms of just identity and like just in terms of like how you got any self-expression out because you're with your baby. That's awesome. But like in this environment, like the point being, you're so isolated from everybody. You don't have connectivity to your friends. You don't have connectivity. Even like, your wife is working and also coming back and in and out and in and out.
Yeah.
So you're like, you were kind of operating in this weird world, and you haven't really like spoken too much about that.
Yeah, you should write this down because I have mediation at the end of the month, and it might come in handy. I'm getting a divorce. I don't know if you knew that.
Nope.
So that's what I mean by it doesn't get better.
I'm so sorry, man.
No, it's good, and I say that wholeheartedly. Other than whatever the deficit of not seeing my daughter all the time.
Yeah.
But it is. What I was trying to say is I don't know. There was something about that time that was so magical for me because it was just me and her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
had
nice.
lost my identity, but I didn't care. Also,
Right.
I had this very privileged position where my wife was making so much money that I didn't have to work. So I didn't really have to worry about that for that period of time. I think I went back to work at the end of January. Tim asked me to go out on the road. And I was a very anxious new dad, though. So, like, I remember that first time that I went out.
Yeah.
The baby had started rolling over, and like at this point,
How old was the baby?
3 to 4 months.
Okay.
So she would roll over in her crib, and I think the doctor was like, "It's okay if she can roll over, she's fine.
Yeah.
You just don't want to put her on her stomach."
Yes.
But I was still freaked out. You know?
Yeah,
I
it's
just was
scary.
like, and we had a baby monitor, and I remember the first night that I went out, I kept the baby monitor on all night long, and I did not sleep all night long. I watched her. And on our baby monitor...
You're on the road?
Yeah, I'm in
It's like
St.
on
Louis.
your phone or something?
Yeah, and on our baby monitor, you can put on... They wear breathing wear. So it's like it tells me how her breathing is.
Yeah.
And I'm literally just watching it all night going like, I can't wake up Rosie because she has to go to SNL.
That's why sometimes there's too much technology.
Yeah.
There's like too much information coming at you where you're so far away.
Yeah.
It would be like so much better if you were actually ignorant to what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that a lot.
Yeah.
I did that a lot where
That
I
was
would
very
like,
stressful.
be on the road and I would like check her breathing and I would hit up Rosebud. I'd be like, her heart rate's at 82. Let's
scare her.
let's open the window.
Let's pop that heart rate up. Scare her a little bit.
But I don't know. I'm sure it's different for everybody, and you guys have a different situation. But it is just so magical in a way that it's terrifying because one aspect of it is, oh my God, I'm like, this is like a thing that happens in your life that makes you realize like, oh, I will die someday. Like I am now a dad, which means I'm never going back to this place where I didn't have responsibility. I didn't really think about age that much. So that part's terrifying. But then it's also this, oh, I actually have a purpose in life. Like all this other stuff, like Esty giving me spots.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? A baby loves me, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of dads I know give a shit.
Yeah, a lot of them don't graduate to the not give a shit.
A lot of them need to feed their children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand though what you mean. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think that's one of the things that I'm excited to eventually fully embrace and feel. I think I'm still in the fog of all that. But
do you feel disassociated or do you feel distant from not like from comedy, from even who you were 10 days ago or whatever? Like, how are you, or have you not even like been able to work through the malaise?
I think that I feel like things are changing rapidly, and I don't know. It's funny, I haven't really had a chance to think about it, and maybe I should have, but I guess I really am like having trouble finding out who I am now.
Yeah.
And but who cares?
Yes.
Because this kid needs help. My fiance, had a C-section, which was not the easiest. Yeah. And the recovery hasn't been the easiest. And she's, very strong and great, but it's a lot of I haven't had time to worry about that. I mean, my major concern before the birth was that everything happened very quickly, and I moved from Brooklyn to New Jersey, and I was way more freaked out about leaving New York and moving to the suburbs than I was about having a kid. I've always wanted a kid. Yeah, I have. I didn't grow up in the suburbs, and I spent my whole life avoiding them. And then I'm like, I'm moving to cold LA, and I left LA. Because it was too suburban. And now that I have a kid, I've been too busy to care.
Hey, everybody. If you're not aware, we are now taking calls from you, the listeners.
That's right. You're a direct participant in our show now because we've run out of personal content to give you.
So please give us a call at
646-598-2417.
And we will pick your voicemail and we'll play it on the pod and we'll answer it. And hopefully everybody feels better.
That's right. Yeah. So ask us for advice. We can settle a debate. You can start a debate between us.
You can just vent.
Dad questions. I would love a vent, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. We have
You
some real personal ones, too.
I would love it.
I love that.
If you told me some wins maybe you had over your wife, that'd be
If you're a guy and you won an argument or a situation over your wife, call in. It's the win line. 646-598-2417.
Yeah. You also don't have to answer this, and you can tell me to take it out. But you guys had not planned?
No, we hadn't planned. We'd been we had been together 3 months.
Yeah, just having
Yeah.
a good time.
Well,
Am I
yeah,
right?
dude.
Just
Yeah,
having a
that's
good
right.
time.
That's when
But
you're just letting
in love-
letting hell loose. You're
Yeah,
just like, whatever.
absolutely.
This doesn't actually work for me.
We,
I'm an old man.
Yeah, there's no way.
Well,
Al Pacino.
but we were luckily I had already said I love you. She had already reciprocated. We both meant it, and she had randomly already met my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So who live in Canada. So it was like not planned, and we took a minute to think about it. We took like a week to think about it.
Sure.
But it just seemed like like an opportunity. It felt like an opportunity at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing else. And it's like I definitely love this person.
That's great.
I mean, if I was 25, I don't know if I would go do this. I might have
Sure.
though. I might have. I might have. To
Yeah.
be honest.
I think you'd catch me more likely at 25 than you would have at like 29 or 30. Like if 29, 30, that's when I was probably at peak selfishness. 25, I might have been so dumb. I'd be
Hilarious.
like, give me a baby.
Yeah.
Hand me a fucking baby. I don't give a shit.
I think I'm still that dumb.
Yeah.
I think I'm still, and I don't actually like. I mean, even though there's lots of data to say otherwise. I'm still kind of like, let's see what happens. You know,
I think that's good though.
I like it. Yeah.
Well, what else are we supposed to do?
I don't know. I guess you're supposed to save money. That's the one thing that I've heard about. But I'm
Yeah.
a negative Hyundai Elantra, and I'll take it.
My buddy just got
That's
a
really good compared to most.
Yeah.
He got his valves turned off.
Oh,
and man, do I really want to do that? I really.
You guys don't want a third?
I don't. I don't. It's
Your
like-
Italian Catholic wife doesn't want it?
It's so wild that she's like, I don't know. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
just my
yeah.
eyes like flare out of
Yeah.
my head, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so you don't want me to be on the road for 30 days a month, but you want me to pump another life into you, and you want us to somehow figure this out. I was like, I don't know how the two. I was like, I can't even get a job at Home Depot, and then we're okay. Like,
yeah.
It's like there's no backup plan where
Yeah.
this works.
Yeah.
So it's just
No.
like I don't know.
I was thinking about that the other
Yeah.
day. Like when somebody asks you, like how do you do comedy? Like how do you make it, kind of thing. And it truly is. For most of us, there's some people. There's Cam Pattersons out there. There's people that show up and
Yeah.
they're golden. But for most of us, it's you do it so long that it's literally the only thing you can do.
I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
there already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last office job I had, the lady beside me got a BlackBerry, and we all crowded around and looked at it. Wow! The internet! The power of the internet in your hand!
The pearl, it just rolls like that.
So funny.
I-
Like, well, that rollerball is incredible.
I found out what Slack was like a frighteningly short time ago.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yeah.
a year ago, I learned what Slack was.
I did too
which
on my
is like
first writing job.
An integral part of society that everybody. If you don't know what Slack is, and you were watching or listening to this podcast, I guarantee you make under $40,000 a year.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you sell solar panels. and
Yeah, or you make $1 million and other
$350,000.
people
Yeah.
handle
Yeah.
your Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you're a plumber and you make more than
Yeah.
all those people combined. But
Do you guys have those moments where you're like watching like the weird Instagram reels that are like, just like money Instagram reels, and it was like the one that I saw recently was like old businesses that like there was a term for them like plumbing, HVAC, things like that, like
Yeah.
where the people
Trades.
trades where people are too old now, and so like people are coming in and just like young people are buying the businesses. And I was
Yeah.
like, I could buy a plumbing business. Like you think to
Yeah, I
yourself,
could
like,
get some backers.
I'll buy a plumbing business. I can still do comedy. I'll just own a plumbing business.
yeah, that's a good idea.
And then
not
I'm like,
bad.
wait a second.
Yeah.
And it's passive income and everything works.
Yeah.
And nobody.
You just have to learn plumbing, I suppose.
You just got to have $2 million.
Yeah, you need seed capital, and then you also have to learn plumbing.
Yeah.
Damn, that's quite a bit.
I don't know if you have to learn. You
catch
just
up
keep
on.
on Bubba. You just say, Bubba, you're
Bubba, you got it.
the acting CEO. I'm just
Yeah.
the owner,
I mean, I would like. who knows what it's going to look like in 10, 11 years or whatever. But like, it does seem like a pretty.
Cut to a hellscape. It's just fire with Palantir Amazon delivery bots flying all around.
My son
Our children are in like biohazard suits playing on a playground. Who knows what it's going to look like in 10 years?
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious, like, what if college is even going to be like really a thing, or what it's going to look like, or why people will use it? Because now, you know, having a bachelor's degree is as useless.
It's a high school diploma.
Yeah, of course. And you know, now you have to have a specialized degree to do anything, and those jobs are fastly eroding. It's like, what? So is it likely going to be trade? Are then robots going to be brought in to do trades? Like, what the fuck is going to happen in 10 years?
Yeah. Well, the only job will be owning the robots,
Yeah.
buying the company.
Buy a robot company.
And you're going to want the robots to take over the trade.
beautiful bots.
Because
we
beautiful
only have
bots.
to change one letter.
Oh my God.
Nicole, secure the website.
That's how you do it.
Nicole, secure.
Secure the idea.
She has a red key.
She knows what secure means. Yeah.
It says beautiful bots on the top. How did you have that ready?
If you owned a plumbing company, now I just there wouldn't be like a hostile. You know, like you've heard of like a hostile takeover.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be a guy named Gus bullying you,
Yeah.
a plumber bullying you.
Well, I did
for the profits.
Andy, cut me in.
Why?
Why? Because I said so.
I'll wedgie you.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yes, you are. That sounds good.
They have a wedging toilet.
Yeah.
Or a, what's that called? Swirly?
Swirly, yeah.
A swirling
You ever get
toilet.
one of
Your
those?
own employees
No.
would bully
Yeah, I
you
got one of those.
out of the money. They'll be like, you'd be like, now give me my 30%, and they'd be like, no. All right then.
I got one of those from the coolest aggressive rollerblader in my entire goddamn school, and he stopped midway through Swirly because he found out who my sister was, and apparently he wanted to give her the old digits. Ooh, fingers.
Yeah, yeah. I knew you were going there. I knew it couldn't be I knew there
I really
couldn't-
thought you meant numbers.
No, you can't.
I don't like this.
You're not getting out of a Mike Cannon riff that doesn't end with some kind of bodily fluid.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it can't end funny. It has to be disgusting.
Did he end up giving her his digits?
No, he certainly did it. He was like smoking cigarettes by 10. He was out of the picture. He couldn't, no way.
Couldn't walk.
Good boy. Yeah, he was an incredible rollerblade. The like three most athletic kids from my school were like not traditional athletes. And as I'm growing up, I mean, like, I watched this kid who I don't know. If
rollerblading was cool.
Yeah,
At your
rollerblading
school?
was
In my
good.
high school-
Skateboarding was really big.
Skateboarding was big
skateboarding
in
makes sense.
my
Yeah.
school.
You didn't have grind plates with the mini wheels in the middle?
No,
They were
rollerbladers.
beaten up by the
Yeah,
skateboarders.
yeah.
Really?
Rollerbladers were beaten up by the skateboarders.
It's funny. In my school, those two.
But you're
those
from the
two
suburbs,
joined.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And BMX. Like, so BMX was outside of skateboarding because as soon as you start bringing big equipment, that's when people are like, fuck this guy, this stinks. It's, I guess, how people feel about 9-year-olds bringing their Razor scooters to a skate park.
They're
They
not
flip
happy about it.
Like,
No.
real pissed. But it was never a skateboard. Like, my town wasn't big enough into it that there was a faction of each. There were just
Right.
like, we only have each other.
to stick together.
The cops hate us.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're going to form as big of a Dumbo circle as we can.
I get that.
No,
Yeah.
Seattle
Yeah.
was like if you rollerbladed and you showed up at a skate park, they would just beat the shit out of you. They were just like, get the
That's
fuck
big
out of
city
here.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
We were
was-
just white trash.
Have to stick
suburbs.
together
Yeah.
against the jocks.
Of
But
course,
also-
well, that's the
Yeah.
funny thing too is like,
Yeah.
but those worlds merged also. Like there was a sweet spot in, I guess, like 98 or 97, 98, where like the athletes did both. Like we wore Jankos, but we also played
It
basketball.
got
like,
too cool.
It did. It got
just crossed over.
It's kind of like comedy right now.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
skateboarding kind of resettled.
100%.
They found if comedy could do this, that would be great, but it can't because it's too much of a like laughing and funny are too much of a driving force of humanity for it to ever kind of come back down from the mainstream. Skateboarding had their moment. Now they're like still popular, but they're still hovering below
Yeah.
like where the majority of people give a shit.
Well, kids don't want to be skaters because their dads are skaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Hopefully
like,
my kid gets into Bitcoin because of that shit.
yeah.
He's like, fuck bringing people joy. I need cold hard cash.
Yeah, Molly and I
S&P
always
500.
joke like we're gonna have a Republican kid who's like who does like in accounting insurance.
He's going to be like one of those Excel spreadsheet
Yeah.
athletes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dear God, that's infiltrating comedy now too. I saw some Reddit feed about like we took 6 clips, and
Oh,
this
I
is
saw
like
that from the,
and this is the
laughs per minute thing.
It's
from
just like this is
Netflix
what
as a
we're
joke.
doing, man. We're optimizing literally everything and just squeezing the life out of it, the humanity and consciousness out of anything we do to optimize.
Yeah, I do think that there will be a regression in comedy just because we are now influencing the president.
Yeah.
A guy I started a show with at the Village Lantern influenced who the president is, and that's not punching up anymore. That's like
We're the fist.
we are the fist,
I've always been the fist.
and so
but I've gone directly.
we are certainly not the fist here.
You don't like our fake ficus?
Is that a ficus?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I liked it.
It was an alliteration, so
I
I
liked
went
it.
for it.
Yeah, I liked it
it.
too.
I believed it.
It'd be so
anyway,
fun to
I've
find
been-
out that you knew plants really well. You just like start going around saying
Yeah.
the
I'm a
Latin
closet
names.
botanist.
Acer macrophilia. Go ahead.
But no, I anyway. I don't need to think about that too much. But I think that it will be like a skateboarding thing where we're gonna.
Yeah.
Well,
People are gonna be like, I don't know, these guys are dorks. I think people are gonna start thinking that I think like there was a wave where comedians are actually comedy's really they're smart.
Yeah.
They're smart people.
Right.
And
Not
now
anymore.
there's so many confident idiots
Yeah.
who just say whatever.
Thank God, though. Thank God that, like, I mean, I actually, like, I'm grateful for the overexposure. I'm grateful that we had our moment as, like, these guys, modern day philosophers,
Yeah.
they're the ones that are going to guide us through these tumultuous times. And then you watch, like, 4 episodes in a row and you're like, these are functioning retarded people.
Yeah.
And they're hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
And they're making jokes in an effort to do their best. So why are we adding any weight to what they're saying? It's basically, I think this time has done nothing but prove that almost nobody should have like a real opinion, and we should all
Platform.
kind of
Yeah.
work together to be, to get the one best thought.
Yeah, it's like you should have the news, and then they just tell you what happened. And They don't tell you what they think about it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
like it used to be.
yeah, we are 3 middle-aged men in a basement talking about
Yeah,
way things
with
should
fake
be.
plants.
No, but
Anyway,
it is.
whatever.
I mean, I do think that it is very. There's a relief I have just thinking about like how long are people going to actually like fall for the thing where they like, oh, that's the guy that he talks to his phone. I love him. I'm going to go buy $75 tickets to a theater to see him.
Yeah.
They'll do that once,
Yeah.
and then it'll be back to us.
It'll be back to us. Oh, you
I
thought
don't know
you'd
about you
run
guys,
away.
but it's never. Yeah.
It was never.
No, it wasn't. I have like one 3-week run a year where it's like 3 good gigs in a row, and I'm like,
The kid is
famous now,
back.
dude.
Well,
Yeah, the kid is
I'm-
back.
I'm fresh off an Oklahoma to Fort Worth run, and I've never felt less back in my entire life.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fun though.
I got that run coming up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oklahoma rules. I actually will say this about Oklahoma. If like by pure like human to human standard, it's like one of the finest places I've ever been. The people there were so kind and just like
Tulsa rocks.
yeah,
Tulsa's
like
a fucking
just
awesome
up
town.
front, like
Tulsa's a
who
nice
they are,
town.
like no kind of like there was no, I don't know, from poker and comedy, and I don't know if you find this about yourselves. I like really read into people and I read into vibe almost too much. Like I'm probably reading into things that aren't even there, but it's just a thing that like I've grown accustomed to doing. You get into a showroom, you read the vibe of the crowd, and you're like, all right, this is kind of what it's going to be. You're either, dead on or like slightly off, but you're pretty much in the vicinity. And I do that with people too. And in Oklahoma, I'm like, man, there is like no There's no bullshit. Like it just seems like just cut and dry. Like this is who we are, and we're kind people. Up until I'm sure there's people that are fucking maniacs, but it's like then you turn on the TV and the weather report is from Narnia, and you're like, this is crazy that anybody lives here because they're just like there might be a cyclone that drops down on Route 66 and pull over if you can, but if not, just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
It's just
You're gonna hunker down in a gully.
Yep.
Are you?
Hold your dog. Yeah, it's hopeful to travel and talk to people.
Yeah,
It makes me hopeful.
I think so. I mean, well, you had a question. Go ahead.
No, it was an ADD moment. So go ahead. I was going to change the subject like an idiot.
I think we need to.
Yeah,
Okay.
change it.
Are you going back on the road with Nate?
I am going back on the road with Nate in July and August, and then December.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it crazy to play those stadiums?
Yeah. So, performing in front of 18,000 people is very weird. But you do get used to it.
Yeah.
And you get better at it. And you kind of we're in the round. So a lot of stadium acts, whether it's a comedian or a musician, they usually pick one end of the basketball arena.
Yeah.
And we tried that. I didn't. They tried it, and I was on it. And
They tried.
I chimed. I think
I was
we
on
should
the
do the
ride.
round. Nate.
I haven't been with Nate in a while.
Yeah, I mean, sure, guys. I'm not sure if the upper bowl will be
Yeah.
filled, but let's sacrifice
Yeah.
it for the 360 field.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, those seats
What
fill
a-
up immediately.
Yeah.
But it's such a. I mean, it must be.
But anyway,
Go ahead.
it's too far away. The people are too far away, and when you do it at the stage at one end, the furthest people are too far. But when you do it in the middle, the furthest people are less far away. If
Right,
that
right.
Makes sense because you're in the middle. More people are close to you, which makes it better. There's a lot of people around you. You just try and focus on that, and
There's a big screen too
you
that
have to
shows
focus on. There's 4 cameras, and you try and just hit your punchlines on the cameras.
Okay.
So the people can see your face.
Does
on
it
the
fuck
screen.
you up when you're back in a club by yourself then?
No, I'm only up there for 10 minutes. I'm not like.
But even just like pacing, getting used to it, understand, because that.
I'm not opening him. I'm not opening with him long enough where it would change
Gotcha.
I'm mostly doing clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's I was gonna say because I've done a lot of theater opening gigs over the last 2 years, and there is that moment where you're on a private jet, you're staying at the Four Seasons.
Yes.
You're like eating the fucking
Yeah.
Nobu. The chef's there. He came out. He's like, I made this for you guys. And then the next week you're at a Holiday Inn in fucking Wichita, and
so funny.
You sold 25 tickets the whole weekend.
Yes.
And you're like,
Yes.
oh, not a star.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
Still suck.
Yeah. You go to the club, nobody will talk to you.
Yeah.
So with one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me is Nate's old videographer guy. He was trying to do a side hustle by getting. He no longer works for Nate for other specific reasons.
Yeah.
But he was trying to get side hustles where
He was gay.
Where he was sucking me off. And I was stuffing 20s in his lapel. So what? But anyway, he was like trying to get stipends, like monthly stipends from the openers, like say $2,000 a month from each opener, and we would just give him $2,000, and he would like film everything for us and post it and do all and so like he's like was going to do pro bono stuff, and he flew to Wichita to a loony bin, or maybe it was Tulsa or something, to one of the loony bins, and he had only been on tour with Nate Bargatze. And he thought that all the openers were just slightly smaller versions of Nate Bargatze's career when they weren't opening.
Yeah.
And he pulled up to the loony bin, which was in a strip mall.
Yeah.
But there was like that
He had a crane.
that came, yeah. There's that there was like the Joann's Fabrics next door, and he's like, "Where's the artist entrance?"
Yeah.
He like literally asked me where the artist entrance is.
Like it's back by the dumpster.
Yeah.
To the right of Joann's Fabrics.
Yeah. He's like Aldous Snow at the end of Forgetting Sarah Martin. Just like, will anybody get this?
And I think he like saw my life on the road when it wasn't with Nate, and like the hotel I was staying at,
Yeah.
and like the crowds I was performing in front of, and like the clubs, and he's like, "Oh, I'm never going." He quickly abandoned his side hustle.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
And he's like, you know what? I'll just work for the rich guys.
yeah.
That seems good.
Smart.
I probably shouldn't
Yeah.
pull a Chauncey Billups and risk $30 million to
Yeah.
make $65K.
But he did do that, and now he no longer
Of
works
course,
for Nate.
because
That guy.
people are fucking greedy idiots. It's also like these people in particular, and this is very inside comedy, but I'm assuming this is happening elsewhere as people need supplemental income with their normal ass jobs. But like every videographer that gets off tour with knee mesh, I don't know what the fuck he's paying these people, but they expect like 75 grand an entire weekend. And they're like, wait, what? Like they'll show up to Laugh Seattle and be like, this place seats 200. And you're like, yeah, welcome to the business, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And they'll pitch you an email of be like, I have a 5-camera shoot, and it'll be $2,000 per show, and I'll get it to you not edited, so you'll have somebody else edit it. And it's like, I don't need that. There's nobody on earth that needs that. I don't understand what you think you're providing.
How about I go to your house and I blow my head off in front of your family? Then you'll see.
Then you'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unreal. It's like it's similar. Knee mesh to videographers is Mark Norman to podcasts, because every fucking road date that I've ever done, some kid has hit me up and be like, "Do you want to do my pod?" Mark Norman did it last
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
and I'm like, "Mark, you son of a bitch."
Yeah, that was like the time that I.
But he will also do this pod. He'll do,
He will.
He's
He's
doing it
scheduled later
today.
today.
He's done my podcast,
Yeah.
but my podcast, which no longer exists.
Yeah.
You know?
No, we thank him here at Beautiful Boys
No,
Studios.
one time during the
Beautiful
pandemic,
bots.
I said yes to a podcast. I didn't know how old these kids were. Mm-hmm. They were like, we live in Queens. We're all from Queens. I get there, it's 3 15-year-old boys, and it was Norman had done it, and I was just in these. I was in some children's home, and they were like good guys. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
It was funny. Like their mom was there.
Oh,
you know?
that's nice.
Yeah.
That
Well,
I
to
actually,
monitor.
I would
Yeah,
have
exactly.
I would have made sure their mom was there.
Yeah,
I'd be
but I was like
I'm not
100%.
coming in.
They answered the door, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
You know,
I don't need my
He was
fingerprints on
texting me
your
from
knob.
an iPod. I'm not allowed to have a phone. Yeah. Anyways,
My mom took away my phone, so I had to do my iPad.
so do you feel like I feel like there's this weird thing, because I'm going through it right now with the divorce, where people are like, it's going to be great for material. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think people say the same thing when you have a kid, where they're like, it's going to be great for material.
There's pressure to write.
I honestly think those people are correct. I think it will be good for material, but you're going through it right now, and you won't be able to do the material till way past you think you need it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's sort of what it is. Unless you're Nate Bargatze, I remember when he had a kid, he just was like, "Oh, I got 30 minutes."
Yeah.
Well, he just says 10 minutes slowly.
Yeah, yeah. But
Josh Johnson has a kid. It's like the videos
It's an
are like
8-week series.
It's one week. He does an hour on 1 week. The next weekend, 2 weeks. 2.5 hours on 2 weeks.
That's a funny thing, though. And yeah, I guess like, I don't know if I've even properly thought of that, but there is like with comedy, there's a pressure to write even through traumatic experiences. Like when I got in that car accident, nobody thought I was gonna write a magnum opus about it, but like in my head, I'm like, you better fucking write 10 minutes or else it was not worth getting hit by a car.
That's the thing is I have like the inclination to write a bunch of stuff about my divorce, you know, and then I'm like,
I mean, you guys are in a special to special roast battle, so
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
but it'll be like it.
oh
but then
God, that's true.
yeah.
Oh no.
Believe me, hers will be seen by way more people. Mine will be a deep
We'll get the beautiful bots on it, buddy.
Yeah,
This
the
bot
beautiful
company
bots.
is gonna span.
but no, it's like I catch myself going like, oh, I got to write stuff about it. I want to like,
But a lot of people you respect, like everyone you respect is going to watch both.
yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
But the thing is then I go like, wait a second, I don't want to talk about this with people, you know, like
Yeah.
like because my first divorce, I like fucking just was we had an open relationship. It failed. I just talked about everything.
I just listened to your live at South by Southwest.
Yeah,
with
and
Pete
then-
Holmes in 2014.
And then like a couple years later, I was like, what the fuck was I doing? So like right now, I'm just
Like,
like
you were talking about it too much.
and
in
just
public,
being like
on
way
podcasts
too
and stuff.
public. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and just like, and now
Yeah.
I really haven't. I honestly, I haven't posted anything about it
Yeah.
besides this podcast.
This show
This is
has
the
really
only
done
place.
you a disservice.
This is the only place I've spoken about it, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And so as I'm trying to write material, I have one new joke that's gonna get me punched in the face.
Nice.
But besides that, I'm kind of going like, what do I want on the public record? How do I want to be?
Good.
You know?
Yeah,
just 'cause-
there is like too much. Yeah, we give away too much, and you end up giving away from it. You know, even though you're getting a divorce, you still like, I don't know.
well, you have a kid, so you have to.
Yeah.
I can't like flame her and then be like, all right, I'll pick her up
Right.
at 6.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, and that's also the thing. It's like giving away too much, but then also you don't even know how you feel about it yet.
No, yeah.
And so you give away the thing in a way that you don't even want to give it away. Like, that's how I look at a lot of my early podcasting, because speaking about my dad, like early podcasting stuff, I was in the middle of it.
Yeah,
And drinking heavily.
When
So
you were 4 years old.
No, when I was like when I was in the fights with him and not talking, and it was very like turbulent, and
Yeah.
it was all like public record in a really awful way. Like, looking back on it now as a 41-year-old man with a kid, with a son especially,
Yeah.
I'm like, that is, if my son ever felt that vitriol, first of all, I would be really heartbroken about how our relationship turned out, but also just like everything that I was saying, and it was just so filled with venom and anger, and I wasn't even considering how it would age or how it would be perceived, or if I was even like, it was all under the guise of authenticity. So all I thought I was doing was being raw.
Yeah,
and
I
being
thought that
an
was like
artist.
such
and,
a.
and it
I
was
thought that was such a commodity.
And it
that
was
I was
wrong.
like
I was
bearing
wrong.
my soul.
totally.
And then it was like, I think,
Yeah.
scale it back.
For sure, but I also think that was where comedy was
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah, it was like Tig did the cancer special.
Yeah.
And we all were like, we got to find our drama.
My dad won't give me back my golf clubs post-divorce. That's my Tig special. I had to call the cops on him because he didn't.
Kevin Pollak sees you in the sidelines. He goes, I want to produce your next special. It's the lowest stakes Louis version.
Kevin Pollak.
Kevin
It's
Pollak.
such a funny in his fedora. He just tips it up and he's like,
I heard when Kevin Pollak, when you open for him, he's not very friendly.
Okay.
And then I heard as you go on stage, like he'll kind of like talk to you a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
think he wants you in the green room. kind of
okay,
thing.
nice. He'll give you a little walk-in and then tell you to get
Yeah,
the
and then
fuck
you're
out.
on stage, and as he comes on stage, he goes, "Give me your hand." He goes, "Get off my fucking stage, asshole!" Like every time.
As a joke,
People don't know. Jury's still out. Like,
Interesting.
a friend who'd done it a couple times was like, I think he does it to like assume a character. kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Well, do you ever find that about yourself? That's actually interesting. I've found that I say, all right, yeah. Like, I hear that on my recording as I'm walking to the stage, and it's never a coherent thought, that I'm kind of like getting the engine going a little bit of literally like, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Cannon. And I'm just like, yeah, all right. Like, I hear it in my phone, but I don't even know that I'm saying it, but I'm just like winding my motor.
yeah.
yeah,
All right, sorry.
yeah. No, I say good to be here.
I say all right. I say all right every time.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm always
go-
like, good to be here. Just like by a Coke machine at a college.
My first words into the mic are usually like, why'd you stop clapping already?
Yeah.
Right.
Stop.
In my head, every time I'm at the cellar, I look at the little stained glass and I go, "You're lucky to be here." That's all. I try to do that every time because
That's
if I
nice.
go up and I mail it in, I feel so like I wasted a moment.
I think it's really important to do some version of make sure you have fun, and there is a comedian who's really funny somewhere that would kill for this spot.
Yeah.
Who's at home right now and hasn't performed in 2 weeks or something.
He's with his newborn.
He's with his newborn. Wringing his hands.
Losing his mind.
Yeah. Looking out the window, thinking about his past. No, I love my life. Love my fiance.
We do a voicemail on this show where we play a voicemail and then we respond to that voicemail, and that is now.
Yeah. We're one of many cut.
Do you want to set that up?
Yeah.
No.
Beautiful boys, I have a question in regards to how to deal with friends, coworkers, whomever, that are consistently complaining about finances, but yet themselves or their spouses come from near generational wealth, and all they do is bitch and complain about money, but yet they have the fucking ticket down the line, and they truly don't have to fucking worry about it, but they have normal jobs, wonderful human beings. I love them. How do I support them? How do I make, maybe help them ease their mind a little bit? Sometimes it drives me fucking nuts, and I just hope you can maybe have some friends or yourselves that might have some context to give. So once again, do I just shut my mouth and smile and nod and just walk away from the conversation, or how do I deal with that? Sometimes it gets a little bit overbearing, and I know, everybody has money troubles at times, but truly it's just like sometimes it's just, a bit too much. So, love you guys. Take it easy. Have fun.
Now, I thought we were listening to like a listener's voicemail and not what you hear when you call Andy's phone. He doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
That's his outgoing message.
That's
his outgoing message.
Yeah.
So, what do you do? Leave a message after the beep.
Yeah. That's how I
Love
set it
him
up.
very much.
Yeah. I think on this one, you got to be prepared to lose a friend, and also, or you have to grit and bear it, because I have friends that are like this. I have a friend in particular that comes to mind, and he often talks about hardship financially when he is making quite a bit of money. And I've had to bring him back down to earth on occasion where I'm just like, I got to be honest, dude, you're like, your complaints about this, and this are fucking irrelevant to me. Like, they have no...
You
they have
said
no,
that to them?
Yeah. I was like, they have no bearing in not only my life, but in most people's lives. And I find that if you had this conversation with another honest person, they would also look you in the eyes and say that your complaints are horseshit.
You said all this.
I said that, yeah.
That's would exactly be my advice.
But
That's
also
awesome you did
saying that
Yes.
got me to not talk to them for a long time.
Like they rejected you?
No, I mean, subconsciously, we just split apart, didn't really talk for a little bit, and then we came back, and it's more or less the exact same conversation. So nothing got better. My tolerance for it, I guess, got better. We're still not hanging all the time. It's just hey, now you know what your relationship is. You know that a lot of times rich people find a person that they can complain to because they will take it. So they'll fucking pinpoint you and have you as their ear, and they'll do it for as long as you'll tolerate it. And there will come a point where you can be like, hey man, I'm not interested in hearing your fucking satin pillow horseshit. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. That's why I'm getting a divorce.
I got him. Got you. Yes.
The autism broke. The autism broke. I broke the autism. The curse is lifted.
You turn from Fiona into the princess at the end of the Shrek.
We're going to take that. That's the take.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was, we didn't share any finances, so I was kind of in that,
you didn't know her finances, or you just didn't
to some extent,
share money?
To some extent. I mean,
you made your own money, or
we didn't share money, and I didn't know her finances, and we had a lot of. But it was more what I don't mean to air her dirty laundry or whatever. That would be blood money, but and not hers, her family's. But regardless of what happened in my marriage, it was more when I would complain to people about my own thing,
right?
People would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I know who you're married to," kind of thing. And I mean, I think for the most part, if you can pay your bills without it being a fucking Herculean effort, then you probably don't have a lot to complain about right now.
Sure.
I think for the majority of people right now, it is very hard. And I think that people who have money, they try to constantly do this thing where they're like, well, you're just being like unrealistic. Like some of us have bigger problems, whatever it is, whatever excuse they have to tell themselves. Because I think that's a big thing with people with money is that they tell themselves that they deserve it, so that then they have to tell themselves that they deserve it.
Sure.
So that their problems are also real to them.
Their problems are so the issue is you also have to balance being a good friend because every person's problems are real to them. So it's like you do have to understand that people come from different vantage points. So with that comes complaints, regardless of your situation in life. However, it sounds like this person is overstepping, where it's constant.
Well, it sounds like it's like a couple people, almost like a workplace thing, where it's like
It sounds like a workplace.
Yeah.
But they get along with them.
Yeah.
But there's sort of.
But there becomes a dynamic.
he
where
works
you
in
become-
human resources. He knows everybody's budget.
It's
You're gonna
difficult
fucking
because
complain?
there's like I'm assuming the person you were talking about was a comedian, and we don't have, as intricate workplace dynamics, like where he could really screw over his next 15 years.
Oh yeah.
But if he told the truth.
Right.
But my advice would be to tell the truth in a more polite, not Mike Cannon fashion.
Yeah, no, I get kind of vitriolic.
And the same thing will probably happen as to what happened to you, but at least you will have said, we're not living in some fake reality. We're living in reality.
Yeah.
And you got to say what you wanted, and the relationship wasn't real anyway when you were pretending that it was to care.
Yeah.
That was a fake relationship also.
That is one of the craziest things about this business, and I don't mean to get too inside baseball, but there is a lot of people, like specifically in our kind of world, where we do have to play that game for a lot of people, where we have to be like, yeah, that's awful. The masseuse was late.
Yeah.
Because you have to like kiss their ass because maybe they're your employer or whatever that. And I don't know if that translates to other business. I'm sure that ass kissing has to go around.
Yeah,
but
it has to.
Where you're like, oh God, they didn't have your tea
Well, and even
time.
worse so because they have HR shit, and like you said, you can really fuck up the next 15 years. Whereas, like similarly in comedy, if you have a person that's kind of floating you or at least helping you out, and you fuck that up, it not only can fuck up that, but then they talk, and then you can fuck up. It just fucks up your relationship with people. So. I don't know. All of this stuff is fully loaded. There's definitely professional ways to say what I said while being like, hey, man, like, I just want you to know that your constant complaints about this thing seem a little tone deaf when you're talking to somebody who makes substantially less money than you.
Yeah.
And while I'm here and understand you're a human being and you have your own life and therefore your complaints are valid, I personally don't have the space to have empathy for them because I find them frivolous and horseshit.
Or you kill them and you assume their identity. That could work.
Yeah, like Ray Finkel.
Yeah.
Finkel and Einhorn.
Finkel and Einhorn. I'm impressed and proud of you for saying that.
Thanks, pal. Thanks.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would say in my own head.
Yeah.
On the walk home.
It came out. It came out better
and
on
be like,
here.
I should have said like that.
Yeah, it
But
came out
instead I went,
better.
oh, that's crazy. Are you okay? Can I give you money?
I've had some time to mull it over. It certainly came out cleaner on this, but it came out more.
Sounded very cool.
A little quaking, but just I'm the one thing that I've gotten good at is drawing boundary, and interpersonally for the most part. Business wise, I still have a pretty big problem with it, but like interpersonally, if it's a friend, I can very much be like, hey man, like I'm unwilling to do this. This sucks, and I have a family, so I can just go back there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what having a kid does for you.
One of the great
it gives you a
things,
built-in best bud where you're like, I don't give a fuck if you die. I'm going to go back to my fucking real friend.
Yeah. Yeah. It is nice to come home to a family.
Yeah.
It rules.
That's a little tone deaf.
Wow. It's like I didn't even know you were here.
What are you, his ex-wife?
The curse is back. The curse is back.
Andy, I honestly
I'm kidding. I'm
that
kidding.
did suck, and I'm sorry.
No, I'm totally joking.
I'm sorry,
that,
man.
That is
Yeah.
what this is for. This podcast.
No, dude.
No, because here's the thing. It's horseshit.
I'm very tired. I should have.
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't have to feel bad because the true horseshit of it is that it's so much harder to be in the family because I got fucking 4 days off, dude. I can jack off. I can stay up till 1. You know, like I can do whatever the fuck I want. I miss my kid.
Yes.
But it is easier.
Yeah.
It is easier. So don't feel bad about that.
You're doing 4 and 3.
We're not really. We don't have like a system yet. We're gonna get there. We got mediation this month.
Yeah. 7-game series. Rosebud has home court advantage.
Certainly.
But
4 and 3.
but
4 and 3.
yeah, she has legal.
Go Knicks! God damn it! I'm
I
so
tell you
fired
what,
up.
when you have a house, that'll give you home advantage.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm partial. I don't live in my house, but I do have.
I'm
a
really
house.
sorry you're going through that, and you're both very nice people, and I'm sure you guys will figure it out, and you have a lovely child together.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I have no regrets because I have a beautiful child.
Yeah.
and I have a girlfriend, so I'm.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Yeah. They're both moving on quick.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I gotta go home and
What do you got to do?
make sure my fiance likes me, and
Yeah. It's going to
Yeah.
be great. It's going to be great for you, dude. I'm excited. This is
Thanks,
great.
man.
Oh, actually, I do want to say this.
thanks.
What? I got such a negative reaction. You're not going to know this. The last voicemail, this guy who's a fan, but also it was a pretty dumb question. He asked how soon they got the green light to
I
have.
think it was a joke. I think that whole thing was a joke.
Was it a joke?
I think so, but go ahead.
Well, it was like he got the green light to have sex, and the voicemail was about he was like kind of intimidated, and he was like, "I think I'm going to go down on her." And we, as hosts with Bobby Kelly, were like, "That's
You got the green light to have sex,
like from the doctor
An-
after
Yeah.
childbirth."
I understand.
And he
We get a lot
said,
of
"How do I make her the most comfortable? Do I go down on her?"
And
for
we
the
were like,
first
"That's a
time?"
horrible
Why?
to
Like-
go down on a post
Well,
natal vagina."
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. We neither of us know because we had C-sections. But
Yeah.
I just thought that was so weird, the reaction that we got.
I
'cause-
thought when they give you the green light, everything is back to
I think it's fine for the most part. I think just like if that's your first move, you might not recognize your pal.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's
You
like, when you get off your crutches from an ACL, you're probably not going to go slalom skiing.
Well, I just think that wouldn't. Interesting.
That's a great way to put it. I bet that would have made the clip perfectly okay. Everybody
But
would have
these
been
women
totally
were
fine.
like, "You disgusting, immature boys," and I was like, "I know women who agree with this."
Of
Like,
course.
yeah.
There's also, I mean, how many clips are we going to have to watch of women talking about bald men, short kings, fat idiots? And it's like, we get it. But, come on. Are we not allowed to have fun about your...
Do you mean like the Nick
Kool-Aid
Alex clip
wall vagina?
from the Girls Gotta Eat, where they were like Mike Cannon and some other guy?
Fucking asshole. Yeah, Nick Alex was on our show, and Raina apparently was very attracted to him from Girls Gotta Eat. And Nick then reacted to her claim. It's so funny. All
She
these
calls
podcasts.
She calls him short. She's like, he's too short, basically.
Who?
Nick.
Nick who?
Raina calls Nick Alex too
Which
short.
I'm okay with, by the way. I'm okay with any of this surface level judgment. We're allowed to say what we see and how it makes us feel. But all of us got to be able to take these fucking hits. It can't just be one guy. Like a short guy should be okay. But if you're talking about, a postnatal vagina, postnatal,
yeah.
natal vagina, it's like, the end of the goddamn world.
I don't know.
You know what? Fair enough, Graham.
I don't know about that.
You don't want to take a stand? All right.
I know. I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree, but
That's fair.
But I haven't thought about it. But it seems like a lot. Yeah, but I don't think that you should be in trouble for.
I was in trouble. I was in trouble
Yeah.
with a lot of my.
was
Here's the
all his
problem: is I
following.
am a comic, but then occasionally I'll post something that's like very politically charged and gets a big reaction, and then I'll get all these people that follow me that are like the people that like appreciate the land acknowledgement.
Yes.
And then they'll see my comedy again, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're so disappointed." And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. I have that with Nate's fans. 'Cause
Oh, yeah. I bet.
He has majority of his fans are just comedy fans because he doesn't talk about politics or religion or anything, but naturally he has a lot of like evangelical
Conservative.
Yeah.
and then they'll just follow me, and they'll be like, "What the
heck?"
And then I'll look at it, and it'll just be like Austin 3:16 or
God
whatever.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God first.
mother second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God first, mother second. You're like, oh, okay.
We do have a Patreon. Do you want to stick around? You don't have to.
Yeah,
if
you
need
can
to
leave.
go.
You do have a baby.
But also, let's get your plugs before you. Either way, so that we put your plugs in the episode.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up?
Coming up, like for road dates, I have. When does this come out? By the way.
May 19th.
Oh, great. Well, first off, I'd like to say I have a new comedy special about growing up with my autistic brother, and it is. I did a off-Broadway run last year. New York Times recommended it.
Whoa.
It was in the Soho Playhouse and #1 ranked off-Broadway show on showscore.com.
That's sick.
Congrats.
And it's called Pete and Me, a non-depressing look at autism and family. And I tried my best not to make fun of you right there, and I did it. And
I was just looking. I was thinking about numbers.
yeah.
I was literally just like, what is the coolest number?
My brother's
It's 17.
it's 39.
And,
but
Because
it's,
all of his friends are under 17.
but it's a comedy
Block that out,
show
Nicole.
about growing up with my brother who has profound autism. I had to grow up taking care of him and stuff. And Nate Bargatze produced it. It's on YouTube.com. Look for Pete and Me. That's the name of the special. We filmed the last date of the off-Broadway show.
Nice.
And then just put it out on the
Is it
internet.
on Nate?
great.
It's on Nate Land's YouTube channel.
That's great.
But if
Did
you
you
just
say
look for
Nateland?
Nateland?
Did I? I don't know.
Yeah, if you just look for Pete and Me and my name is Graham, like the cracker, then Kay. That's the main thing. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's the thing I'm most proud of artistically that I've ever done, comedy-wise that I've ever done, other than my son and my relationship. And then I have road dates. If you're just follow me. I post them all the time. I'm going to Ottawa June 5th and 6th. That's a hometown show. Gonna
Nice.
be
Oh,
hot,
yeah.
Hometown
hot
kid.
stuff. And,
Love Ottawa.
Yeah,
Really
Ottawa's-
do.
GrahamK.com.
GrahamK.com for road dates and stuff like that. And
Nice.
yeah, I'm going to Toronto, headlining Comedy Bar. I'll be in
Hell yeah.
Vancouver.
I love that room.
I'll be in
Beautiful city.
Vancouver doing the Little Mountain Gallery. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Graham, you're a goddamn delight. Thanks for coming
Thanks
on.
for having me. You
Thanks
guys
for
are
having
great.
us.
You guys are so funny. You guys are just really good stand-ups, and I'm proud of you guys for
sticking with podcasting.
sticking with podcasting.
No matter what the response is.
Some people would give up,
No, I think this is a great podcast. I assume it's going great. I honestly
Thanks,
do.
buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We're really reaching new heights.
Thanks, man.
New heights, the Kelsey brothers.